Vegas Poker 2025. My top 5 rooms. You won't believe number 1. Welcome back, my friends. This is Talkin' Vegas. Las Vegas in 2025 is the ultimate poker destination, especially with the 56th annual World Series of Poker kicking off May 27th at Horseshoe in Paris, Las Vegas, featuring 100 bracelet events and the $10,000 main event from July 2nd to July 16th. But there's so much more to play for. Today we're breaking down the top 5 poker rooms in the desert, spotlighting massive summer tournaments at the Venetian and Wynn, plus the best spots to grab a bite nearby. From high roller tables to beginner-friendly games, we've got your guide to poker and dining in Vegas. I'm telling you, this is where the magic happens, where legends are made, and sometimes where donkeys get lucky. Such is life. We focus on skill, on reading your opponents, and on taking down those huge pots. This is the information you need to navigate the poker landscape like a 17-time bracelet winner. Go Phil, go. If you're loving this Vegas vibe, consider subscribing to Talkin' Vegas for more content. We're giving you the inside scoop, the stuff the other guys are too scared to tell you. Or maybe they just don't know, because they haven't lived it like many of us have. So get ready, take notes, as we provide an overview of some of the best poker rooms. Let's shuffle up and deal. Alright, let's break down these classic poker venues. The WSOP is always good, but there are always other poker room options. It's going to be a hot summer of poker in Las Vegas. Let's examine the best options. Kicking things off at number 1, and believe me, this is a no-brainer. It's the Venetian Poker Room. This place is huge, the biggest on the Strip. We're talking 50 tables spread across a luxurious 14,000 square foot palace. You find it on level 2 of the Grand Canal Shops, easy to get to, hard to leave once you're stacking chips. Cash games, they've got everything a serious player or an aspiring champion could want. You got your $1, $3 no-limit hold'em, with a buy-in from $100 to $500, perfect for feeling out the tables. Then there's $2, $5, where you can buy in for $200 up to $1,500. The action is non-stop, just how I like it. The rake, you ask? It's standard stuff, 10% up to a $5 cap. And they do a $1 jackpot drop, which can lead to some nice little bonuses if you hit something big. But let's be real, we're not here for the jackpot drops. We're here for the glory and the bracelets. And speaking of glory, their Deep Stack Championship Poker Series, running from May 19th to July 31st, 2025, is absolutely massive. If you're serious about poker in Vegas in 2025, the Venetian is where you need to be. Alright, moving on to number 2, and this one is pure class, pure elegance. It's the Wynn Poker Room, located over at the Encore. Wynn Encore is all about style and sophistication. The Wynn Poker Room is one of the best places to play poker in Las Vegas. They've got 28 tables, and every single one of them screams luxury. If you're looking to play in style, and maybe rub elbows with some of the biggest names in the game, then the Wynn is your spot. It's not just poker, it's an event. Let's talk stakes, because at the Wynn, they cater to players who aren't afraid to put some serious cash on the line. You'll find your standard $1, $3 no-limit hold'em with a $100 to $500 buy-in, and the $2, $5 no-limit hold'em, where you can sit down with $200 to $1,500. But where the Wynn really shines for serious players is the $5, $10 no-limit, with a buy-in from $500 all the way up to $3,000. That's where you start seeing some real poker. They also spread PLO and mixed games when there's demand, so there's always something interesting happening. Now, here's something I appreciate. The rake is 10% up to $5, but there's no jackpot drop. The Wynn understands how to treat its players, especially the ones who bring the action. The Wynn Summer Classic is a proving ground. If you think you've got what it takes, this is where you test yourself against the best. Number 3. The Orleans Old School Vegas, great value and solid games. Coming in at number 3, we're heading a little off the main drag, but trust me, it's worth the trip. We're talking about the Orleans Poker Room. Now some of you might be thinking, the Orleans, isn't that more of a local spot? And yeah, it is, but that's part of its charm and why it's on my list. This place is a 35-table gem, just about 5 minutes west of the Strip, and it was even voted best poker room by the Las Vegas Review-Journal. The Orleans has a real old-school Vegas vibe, and I can appreciate that. It's not as flashy as some of the Strip rooms, but it's comfortable, the dealers are solid, and the games are good. You'll find plenty of 1-2 and 2-5 no-limit hold'em, with the 1-2 having a $100 to $300 buy-in, which is great for building a bankroll or just getting some hours in. They also spread a lot of limit hold'em, like 3-6 and 4-8, which you don't see everywhere these days. And for the mixed game aficionados, they've got 4-8 Omaha, high-low, and even some 7-card stud. The rake here is very reasonable, 10% up to a $4 cap, with a $1 jackpot drop. The Orleans is known for its promotions and its daily tournaments, which are usually very well attended and offer great value. If you're looking for a break from the strip madness, or if you're on a bit more of a budget but still want quality poker and a shot at a decent score, the Orleans is a fantastic option. Number 4. MGM Grand Poker Room, the $1/$2 capital. But don't get cocky. Alright, let's talk about a Vegas institution, a place that's practically synonymous with poker on the strip. At number 4, we have the MGM Grand Poker Room. Now I call this place the 1-2 no-limit capital of Vegas, and for good reason. They've got 25 tables and it's a non-smoking room, which is a big plus for a lot of players, myself included. When you walk in here, you know you're going to find a 1-2 game running probably multiple tables any time of day or night. The main attraction here, as I said, is the uncapped 1-2 no-limit hold'em with a $100 minimum buy-in. Uncapped is when it can get interesting very quickly. It means you can have some really deep stacks at what's usually considered a smaller game, leading to some big pots and tricky decisions. They also spread 2-5 no-limit with a $200 to $1,000 buy-in, and 5-10 no-limit with a $500 to $3,000 buy-in. The rake is standard for the strip 10% up to $5, with a $1 jackpot drop. The room itself is spacious and usually buzzing with activity. It's a great place to people watch. You see all sorts of characters at the MGM, but a word of warning, just because it's the 1-2 capital doesn't mean it's easy money. There are sharks in every water, even the seemingly shallow waters. Number 5. Bellagio Poker Room, the legend Bobby's room where history is made. Rounding out my top 5, we absolutely have to talk about a legend, a poker room that is iconic, a place where the biggest names have battled for the highest stakes. I'm talking, of course, about the Bellagio Poker Room. With 40 tables, this room has an aura, a prestige that's undeniable. When you sit down at a table in the Bellagio, you feel like you're part of poker history. The Bellagio is famous for its high-stakes action, particularly in the legendary Bobby's room, now renamed the Legends Room, but it'll always be Bobby's room to me and many others. This is where you'll find the nosebleed games, the 400-800 mixed games, the kind of action that most people only dream about. But don't worry, they have games for the rest of us as well. You'll find plenty of 1-3 no-limit hold'em with a $100 to $500 buy-in, 2-5 no-limit with a $200 to $1,500 buy-in, and a healthy amount of 5-10 no-limit hold'em. The rake is again the strip standard 10% up to $5, with a $1 jackpot drop for promotions. The Bellagio also runs daily tournaments, typically with buy-ins ranging from $150 to $500. If you're in Vegas and you consider yourself a serious poker player, you owe it to yourself to play at the Bellagio. That's your Talkin' Vegas guide to the top 5 poker rooms in Las Vegas for 2025, packed with epic tournaments and killer dining. From the Venetian's Deep Stack series and dining with friends at the Grand Lux Cafe afterwards to the Bellagio's high roller vibe and a fancy dinner at Le Cirque after winning some big pots, there are always very good options available. The poker grind is real, but you must take care of your mind and body to stay sharp and focused. Keep your eye on the prize. Remember to use the Bravo Poker app. It's essential to check live games and waiting lists. Keep that bankroll ready for those juicy pots, and don't be afraid to make that big call or that big bluff when the time is right. What's your favorite poker room in Vegas, and what's your go-to place after a winning session? Drop it in the comments below and share your favorite poker experiences. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Talkin' Vegas for more poker tips and Vegas adventures. Like this video, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing, and let's keep talking Vegas. Good luck at the tables. May all your cards be live and your pots be monsters, as Mike Sexton would always say. Now go out there and win some bracelets, or at least several big pots. Have a good time.